We've got an SEC matchup to talk about for College Football Friday. Let's do this. Today's College Football Friday is Florida at Georgia. Two rivals in the SEC East that are in a three-way tie for first place with Kentucky. So this is a big game. Let's break these teams down. Let's start off with quarterback. For me, Georgia's got the advantage because Fromm has a better completion percentage and a higher passer rating than Felipe Franks. But Felipe Franks, he's not to be taken lightly. Yeah, he's not completing over 60% of his passes, but he makes plays when he has to. That's why Florida has only lost one game all year. Running back, nobody's got an advantage here. Surprisingly, both of these teams use a running back by committee, and it works. Both of these teams, they're getting rushing yards, and they're getting high yards per carry. Wide receivers, this one's got Georgia written all over it for me. They have more players with 20-plus catches than Florida at this point. That's a big deal for me. It means that Georgia has clear number one, number two receivers. Florida will pass it to everyone. That's a good thing, but you can run into problems. If the passing game isn't going, that means those receivers won't get going either. Florida makes up for it on the offensive line. They have given up fewer sacks than Georgia. That's what gives them that spot. Defensive line is also Florida. They have more tackles for loss and more sacks than Georgia. This could be a huge factor. They get pressure on Jake Fromm, able to mess him up a little bit, could play a role, and then possibly winning this game. Linebacker, Georgia takes this one. DeAndre Walker is a playmaker for them. He's all over the field. Just take a look at his stats. That's something that you don't see a lot of linebackers do. Georgia also has an advantage in the secondary. Their leading tackler is in the secondary. I will always give a team an advantage with the leading tackler in the secondary. That shows me that they are getting all over the field. They're not just making plays in the secondary, they're making plays at the line of scrimmage, not letting anybody get by them. And again, special teams. Nobody's got an advantage there. Seriously, nobody's had an advantage on special teams yet. Both teams had advantages in some point. Both teams had advantages in some parts of the special teams. Florida's got an advantage on punting. Florida has an advantage in punting. Their kicking game's about the same. Georgia has an advantage in the return game. But collectively, nobody's got an advantage on special teams. Alright, so we're done with the positions. Let's talk about the game itself. For one, like I said, division rivals, and they are tied for the lead in their division. Now this is important. If Florida wins and Kentucky wins, Kentucky has the advantage because they have beaten Florida already. Georgia has not played them. So that's a factor going into this game. So Florida knows, if they win, they need Kentucky to lose at least one game if they win the rest of their games. For Georgia, they have to beat Kentucky if they want the division. Now, Georgia won this matchup last year, but the 3 years before that, Florida did. So, it hasn't really been a dominance, been about even the past few years. For me, what's important here is quarterback play. Which quarterback steps up? The things to look out for in this game. One is quarterback play. Which team's quarterback is going to step up, make a play late in the game? I expect this to be close, and give their team just enough so that they can win. Big plays. Limiting them and creating them. What offense can create big plays and what defense will limit them? Another key to this. Who can step up and make a play near the end? Not just a quarterback, but all around. What receiver will step up and make a big catch to get a key first down? What defender is going to make a pass breakup? What defensive back will make a key pass breakup? What defensive lineman will come up with a big sack or tackle for loss? Who's going to step up, make a big play late in this game that helps their team? Now, my pick for this game is Georgia. One, they're at home, so they're going to be motivated. But another factor into this, they know what it takes to get it done. Last year, they went to the championship game because they knew what it took to win. Jake Fromm, he's in his sophomore year, and he's hearing those fans saying they want Justin Fields to take over for him. I think he'll step up, make a big play, and that'll give Georgia the victory over Florida. Alright? That was College Football Friday. As of right now, I am 1-2. Thank you, Clemson, for getting me the win. Let's see if Georgia evens up my record. See you next time.